comrade. So we are in the last month of the semester, first half of the year, 2025. So I wish we could use this month for start thinking about the outlook for the second half of the year and see what worked in our administrations and what didn't work. And as you can see this morning, so we just put the colors together with the anthem of the Confederation. What is still one step that we carry out in our union, which is not without difficulty, because the unit is hard, especially in Africa. It's difficult to unite, but this is the solution.
Yes, here we are. That is a powerful message delivered by the president of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. My dear lovely family, first of all, let me salute you in the name of Pan-Africanism and take this opportunity to welcome you, all of you Africans here in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora. My dear lovely family, as you heard from our brave leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, insisting that Africa must unite. My dear lovely family, you may ask yourself why our leaders are not led to unite. Listen a little bit from Professor Mutambala. You can understand.
Collaboration, very correct. But we can have both. Let us have collaboration among companies, African companies, but also collaboration at the country level. Because if we don't solve the collaboration at country level, the collaboration of the companies will be suboptimal. So yes, it might be easier to go the route of collaboration among our companies. Let us not give up on working together as SADC, working together
something
as Africa. And by the way, the reason why we have challenges is because of politics and political governance. When we are united as the United States of Africa, there will be one president coming from Gabon. Maybe. Cyril Ramaphosa will be Minister of Agriculture. My friend here, Mnangagwa, will be Minister of the Youth. Or just a district officer. Are they prepared, these African leaders, to be ministers of the government of Africa, to be district officers, or they want to be president of starving people? So we pay.
Yes, welcome back. Maybe that is the reason why our leaders are not ready to unite. Maybe they are not prepared to become the Minister of Youth. They are not prepared to become the Minister of maybe Agriculture if Africa will unite. These leaders, presidents of these small countries, maybe will become ministers, so they're not ready to become ministers, maybe. But all in all, my dear lovely family, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has explained well that those who want to exploit Africa, they're not happy with our unity, and that's why they become hunger with the alliance of Sahel states. So the alliance of Sahel states is shocking them and become the enemy to those who want to continue exploiting Africa. Captain Ibrahim Traoré has said one thing, that Burkina Faso is not a poor country. These are words that were spoken by the late president of Tanzania, John Pombe Magufuli. He spoken the same thing, that Africa, we are not poor, we are being exploited. The same message is also delivered by the president of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, that Burkina Faso is not a poor country. And I agree with Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Africa, we are not poor, but we are being exploited. And sometimes leadership is a problem. We don't have leaders who can stand for the interest of Africa. So Captain Ibrahim Traoré also has touched the issue of friendship. There's no friendship in this world. There is interest. So Africans, we need to wake up to stop these things that we call development partners, friends we saw many Africans, leaders, especially our leaders, not many Africans, our leaders, being summoned in different capitals in this world. And they say, these are our friends. Is it true? There's a friendship in this world? There's no friendship. There's interest. That's what Captain Ibrahim Traoré has said. And I agree with him also on that matter. There's no friendship. And that's why you saw there's some words in America that said America's no permanent friend has a permanent interest. Even we Africans, we need to have a permanent interest. We don't need to have a permanent friend, because our friends of today will become our enemy of tomorrow. So we don't need to have a permanent friends. We need to have a permanent interest. So I think we need to change. Also, the issue of value addition. You heard Captain Ibrahim Traoré talking about the issue of value addition. We need to add value to our natural resources. We cannot come and say we have resources and yet we do nothing to our resources. We have cobalt, we have lithium. What are we doing with our lithium? What are we doing with our cobalt? What are we doing with our cotton? What are we doing with our diamond, with our gold, with our oil, with our tin, with our aluminium, uranium? What are we doing to those resources? And how are we benefiting from those resources? Instead of exporting those low materials or those resources into low forms, while we're exporting jobs, we are exporting innovation, we're exporting revenues. So we need to change, my dear lovely family. There's no good word we can express or we can use to explain what we can do in order to change things on the ground. Dear lovely family, as you heard from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Africa is not poor. Africa is the richest continent. But the problem of Africa is exploitation. And exploitation is being done by external people working together with internal people who are betraying us. These people are not coming directly to us. They're using their puppets. They're using people here in the continent of Africa who are betraying this continent for the interest of other people. So we need to unite. That's why Captain Ibrahim Traoré is insisting the unity. But if we can unite, it will be easier to determine and understand who is betraying us. We can face him and telling him that what you are doing is not okay. What you are doing is not okay. You are exploiting our mother continent, Africa. You are exporting jobs. You are creating trouble to this continent. And that's why one day I said, we don't need these political issues. We need revolutions in our minds. We need to understand that we have something to do. We need to change things. We don't need these periodic elections. We need leaders who have focus, who can say, for 10 years, we are going to build road across the continent or across the country. We want to hear a message from our leaders who will say, we are going to create jobs, not just jobs for exporting our young men and women as cheap laborers. We want a man or a woman who can stand up and say, I'm going to build industries. I'm going to support my people to build their own industries. From now and then, we are going to produce our own sugar. We are going to produce our own goods. If we can do like that, I hope we can move very far. It is possible. It is possible. We saw things in the Burkina Faso. We saw many things in different countries where leaders are so conscious, where leaders are so focused, and where leaders know what their citizens or what the people want. We cannot come here and lament that we are being exploited while we do nothing. We don't have jobs while we have resources. When we are going to have enough energy, tell me, my dear lovely family, what Africa will lack in terms of source of energy. We have sun out of the year. We have waterfalls. If you go to Inga Dam in Democratic Republic of Congo, if you go to the Victoria Falls that we call Masiatunya, if you go to Rufiji in Tanzania there, where the late president and the current president built or constructed a hydroelectric dam there. If you go to Ethiopia, in the River Nile, there's falls there. We have waterfalls for energy, for hydroelectric power. We have uranium. Tell me, how can we use uranium in Niger, in Namibia? We have oil and natural gas almost everywhere. But Africa, we are still suffering with the shortage of energy. We lack leadership. So our leaders must wake up. We must make sure that we call our leaders to wake up. You know, I have been saying this many times, that the system that we have is preparing puppets. The system that we have preparing people who are going to betray us, because the education system that we have, we need to transform, to revolutionize our education system. And these things of our people being taken from Africa to study abroad, it's a good thing, but sometimes it's producing puppets. People are being taken from Africa, being educated in Europe and somewhere else. Then they become fed by those who have interest. After getting knowledge and skills, they become prepared to become leaders. But when they become leaders, they wait for the interest of those who sponsored them to acquire education. That's what happened in many African countries. So we need to improve our education system and to teach our people how to become patriotic. Even if you go out there, you should not betray your homeland. You should not betray your mother continent, Africa. So, dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, that is what I wish this time to share with you, the message of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Maybe you have more things to share with us. Please do so through the comment section, and make sure that you share this video to other Africans here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora. It's our duty, this generation, to liberate this continent economically. We should not become tired. We should fight. We should make sure that we work hard to make sure that we change our mother continent, Africa. One thing that is very important, all of us, we must start thinking on how we can unite and how we can start coming together and uniting. We young people, we are already united, and other Africans, we are already united through this platform, but we want physical unity in the continent of Africa. We want free movement of people and goods. We want to work together, to fight together, to stand together. That's what we want to see in the continent of Africa. Dear lovely family, let me stop here. Thank you for being part of this movement. Thank you for being part of Revolution. If you're new in this platform, make sure that you subscribe to join the movement, to join the family. And also, if you have already subscribed, like the video and also share your thoughts, ideas, and share this video, as I said, and as I asked to you that please share this video to other Africans here in the continent and to all who are in the diaspora. This is Africa that we want. We can change our mother continent, Africa. Thank you.
Thank you.